Hi guys, I'm Danny and welcome back to part 8 of importing a Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution 6 from Japan. Today I'm going to be talking about how to UK register the car, what's involved in doing it and how you go about doing it as well. It's dead simple, it's not as confusing as you think, and I'm going to show you every single step of it now. Now, to register the car in the UK, you need to fill in a V55/5 form. You need to send off the MOT, you need to send off a copy of your driving licence, you need to send off the export certificate that was sent when the car was exported from Japan. You also need to send off your insurance certificate, and you also need to send off your Novice Certificate as well, which is the notification of vehicle arrival. Now I'm going to start with the V55/5 form. You can apply for this on the DVLA website, and I'll put a link in the description down below. This will then send you an importing a car to the UK pack. It includes the form and it also includes all the leaflets to try and guide you through. They are a bit vague in places, but it is quite a simple process, and I know a lot of people are a bit scared of doing all this. So again, I'll leave a link in the description below to an example of what I filled in, then you know what boxes to fill in and where to sign it. Along with the V55/5 form, you have to send off a £55 first reg fee and also the amount you want to tax the car for. I've gone for 6 months, which is £134.25. So you add all this together, and the unfortunate thing is you can either send a cheque or a postal order. I don't have a chequebook, so I've had to get a postal order, which cost me £12.50, and I've sent this off with the paperwork now, and hopefully I'll get it back soon. The thing you have to include when you send off the V55/5 form is an MOT certificate. I've put the car in for its MOT. I did have it up on a ramp before it went through, and I couldn't tell you how clean this car was underneath. It's gone straight through its MOT, no advisories. The only thing I had to do to get it through its MOT was fit the rear fog light, and I've also done a video on that, and I'll leave a link in the description below. When the car's gone for its MOT, there's no reg number, so they've had to MOT it on the VIN number, which you have to make sure is 100% correct, because you're going to need this to go with your V55/5 form to get the car its UK registration plate. Next up, which proved to be a little bit tricky, was sorting the insurance out. I know a lot of people go with import specialists and stuff, but I had a bit of trouble trying to get insurance with the usual import specialist because I've not got 2 years no claims, even though I'm 32. I've been driving since I was 17-year-old. I've never had a crash, never had any points. I've always been in a company car, and same goes there. Never crashed one, never had any points while I've been in one. Always been insured fully with them for personal use as well. But to the import specialist, this didn't mean anything. They needed 2 years, no claims, minimum. Even though I've got friends who have drink driving points on their licence and stuff, they've got 2 years no claims, but they still get insured yet. Me, who I feel's a perfect driver, can't. So I'd just say to people, don't feel you have to go with an import specialist, because a lot of the mainstream insurers do insure you now, and I know it can be a little bit more expensive, but they do it, and they're quite helpful as well. I ended up ringing Admiral, and I got an insurance quote, which I think was just under £800. I started the process online, but then you get to the end and you have to put your reg number in, and I don't have one. So I rung Admiral, I give them the reference number for the quote, and I spoke to a lady called Madonna. At first she was a bit unsure, she'd never done one of these before, because I was telling her that I need to insure it on the VIN number, yet she was saying that, well, we can only insure it on the reg number because it has to go to the vehicle identification database. So luckily she put me on hold and she said she'll go and find out, and after about 20 minutes she came back and she said we can insure it on the VIN number, which I give her, but then I had 30 days to get the car registered with a UK registration plate, and then I have to ring them back and then give them the reg number. There's no extra charge for that or anything, and then they'll issue me with the proper reg certificate, insurance certificate, and I can then use the car on the road. They've told me I can't in the meantime, but I think you can if you need to move it to take it to a booked-in MOT and stuff like that. So that's the insurance sorted. So we've got the V55/5 form, we've got the MOT done, and we've got the insurance done. The next thing you need to send off with all your paperwork is the export certificate from Japan. This holds all the information you need to fill in your V55/5 form. It's got the VIN number of the car, when it was first registered, a lot of the things on the form that you need to fill in, like wheelbase, wheel length, length of the vehicle and stuff like that, you can find easily on the internet. But again, I've left an example in the description down below where you can have a see how I filled mine in. Also, with the export certificate with mine, it came with a translation as well, which I've stapled together and I've put in the pack, and I've sent it all off to the DVLA. So they've got the original and they've also got the translation. Nothing really needs translating majorly on it, because you can make out what the chassis number is, when it was first registered, what car it was. So it is pretty straightforward, but I just sent both off just to make sure. The next thing I sent off was the Novice Certificate. This shows that I've paid all taxes and import duty on the car, and HMRC or whoever it is you're paying are happy that this has all been paid and settled and that you've done everything that you need to do. It's a notification of vehicle arrival certificate. Patrick sent me through one in my name with a reference number on. I've not filled that in on the V5/5 form because I couldn't find a space for it, but I've just left it in the pack and sent all that off with all the other paperwork. The last thing you have to include is your driving licence. This is to prove who you are and your address. I don't know why they want this information, but it's one of them. You just have to go with it. So I've scanned a copy of my driving licence in, I've blown it up, I've put it in the pack, and I've sent everything off now to the DVLA Swansea SA99 1BE. Now, I did send it recorded for, signed for delivery, so I could see that they actually got it. They have signed for it. I sent it off last Friday, which I think might have been the 13th. I've not heard anything back now. I think I may have sent it off at a bit of a wrong time of the year, with it being Christmas and the post being slow with them being so busy. But I can only wait and keep checking the mail, because as soon as I get this through now, what happens is they'll either reject it because they need more information. Again, I've not switched mine into kilometres. It's still got the restrictor on and I want to keep it that way. I've bought a heads-up display of miles per hour, what I can use, power it through my cigarette lighter to tell me the miles per hour. I want to keep the car as standard as possible. So if they don't reject it, they will then issue me with a registration document, which means I can go to anywhere and get the plates made. I'm going to go to a custom shop round the corner from my work where they do Japanese size plates, which is 13 inch by 9 inch, and I'm going to get a front and back made. I'll give them that certificate. They'll be happy that they can do it legally, and then hopefully the V5 should follow after that. That's basically it. I've left a link down in the bottom there to show you the V5/5 form that I filled in. I've blocked out a bit of the sensitive data. I'll leave links to all the other documents that I've had to put on as well, and I'll just blank out the VIN number and stuff like that, just for my own security and protection, I guess. It's a pretty simple process. I hope it's helped a lot of people who are thinking of doing this, or maybe cured any worries that you might have of doing it. The only thing that has been hard, I suppose, in this whole process is the slow boat from Japan. But apart from that, it's dead straightforward, it's dead easy to do, and you can end up with a really good car. I'm going to get this car up on the ramp soon again, and I'm going to video underneath this car because I don't think you'll understand how clean it is. Bar the exhaust, which is showing a bit of age now, they do tend to rot from the inside out as well. The car underneath is like brand new, so I'm in a dilemma now whether I underseal it or I epoxy paint it. I don't like undersealing cars. I think it ruins them. I think it's not hiding anything, I suppose, but I want to keep it as true as it was when it was brand new. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you found it useful, and keep tuning back because I've got more little jobs to be doing on the car as well. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and again, thanks for watching. Everyone have a lovely Christmas, and I'll see you all soon.